The real story of CWS, and especially the story of Double Impact, is the success of the participants who enter our doors looking to turn their lives around and develop the skills to help them begin a career. Cameron Corbett came to us to change his life, and not only did he graduate from our culinary training program, but he immediately became an important part of the beginning of Double Impact. And now he is working for us here at CWS.
As Craig mentioned, my name is Cameron Corbett. I was adopted when I was 6 years old. My adopted father was going through a very hard time because my adopted mother was passing away. And I don't know if any of you can just imagine, the pain that he must have been going through, losing the love of his life. But he still, took me on and gave me a home and a place to stay. My dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's when I was 14. They call it the long goodbye. And I get it. You can't imagine the pain I felt. The first time my dad didn't know who I was, it was heartbreaking. For the longest time, I was going through my dad's death alone. I didn't have anybody. I went into the DCF foster system at the age of 16, and I moved around from group home to group home, which caused me to end up going to 7 different high schools, which was very tough. And that was on top of what was going on with my dad. Part of those factors is I kept running away from my group home to go visit my father because I wanted to see how he was doing. I wanted to check up and see if he was okay, 5 painful years later, when I was 19, my father finally passed away of Alzheimer's. I spent a lot of time living on the streets. It wasn't easy, but I learned a lot. I made a lot of friends with the law, all sorts of kind of the wrong people. I got into trouble. I got into trouble with the law. I got in trouble at school. I got robbed and beat up by my so-called friends. And this kind of, knocked some sense into me and woke me up and made me realize I want more for myself. And the lifestyle I'm living right now isn't getting me anywhere. So I signed up for a housing program over at Bridge Over Troubled Waters. A housing counselor there found me a job at Break Time Cafe. This led me to work at CWS and my mentor, Chef Greg. I don't think I would have stayed in this job if it wasn't for Chef Greg. He reminds me a lot of my dad. It was hard, but he filled me with motivation and determination, and he made me want to come into work every day. I don't know where I would be today without Chef Greg and CWS. I started to feel good about myself and where I was going in life. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, we began to prepare meals for the first responders and others who were hungry in Boston. I was thrilled when I became a program supervisor and in a full-time position in the Break Time Cafe. I have personally served over 44,000 meals. I'm in a good place in my life right now. I'm going in the right direction. I'm getting ready to go back to college. I'm learning on how to budget. I've finally been able to save money. For the first time in over a year, I have a phone again. I've been able to pay my bills for the last couple of months. And I know my dad would be proud of me.